Hello and welcome to a review of order of operations. This is hopefully an explanation of how the order of operation works, and it's more of a review than a first time heard. So let's get started. So the order of operations starts with parentheses. We do what's inside of the parentheses first. As you can see here, we would take 4 minus 5. The next thing we would do in the order of operations would be any problems that were an exponential problem. For instance, 2 to the power of 3. Next up, we want to take a look at our multiplication and division sentences. We want to do whichever one comes first. For instance, in this very first problem, I want you to notice that the multiplication is before the division. Therefore, we would do the 4 times 5 before we would do the division. And then in the second problem, it's actually different. We have the 15 divided by 3 first, before we do the 3 times 2. If we did 3 times 2 and got 6, and 15 divided by 6, we would get not a whole number. So sometimes that's what you want to look for. Are they really testing me on non-whole numbers? Probably not, but I got one. So maybe I want to go back and take a look at my order of operations and see if by chance I maybe made an error and go ahead and fix that. Moving on to the addition and subtraction, it works exactly like the multiplication and division. You want to do whichever one is first. As you can see, the very first problem, the addition comes first and then the subtraction. So that's how you're going to do those. And then in the second problem, the subtraction comes first and you want to do that first. So let's get into some problems. Okay, I would encourage you to try these problems on your own and then come back and check in with me. Pause as you go. Hoping that you did that, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the things that we want to do first. So the first thing that we want to notice is that we have information inside of parentheses, and we want to do that first. So the first thing we're going to do is 4 plus 5. That is going to be 9. We're going to carry every single solitary thing down, and we're going to keep going. 4, 7, and then plus 5. It's a little messy. Another thing I want to point out to you is a reminder that these addition right here, these addition symbols, they act like concrete walls. You cannot get through until you have finished everything that's involved on the other side of that wall, till it's pure addition. You can notice that it's 4 times 7 and 3 times 9. So that's what we have to do first. We have to do 4 times 7, which is going to end up being, which is going to end up being 28. So this is 28. We're going to bring down the plus, and we can also do 3 times 9, and 3 times 9 is 27. We want to bring down the 5 also. So now we're doing this addition first. 5 plus 28. 5 and 8 is 3. Carry the 1, 3. Plus 27. We're going to add those two together. We're going to have 7 and 3 is 0. Carry the 1, and that's going to be 60, if I did my math correctly. Let's move to the second one. All right, again, understanding this idea of what comes first. We have information inside here that has to be taken care of. So we are going to take care of that first. 5 minus 4 is 1. We're going to bring every single thing down. We are bringing it all down. Next up, I want you to notice this concrete wall that's living right here. We can't do 4 minus 5 because we have to do the multiplication first. 5 times 1 is 5. We'll bring down the rest of that problem. Now we can do 4 minus 1, and that's going to be -1 as our solution. Let's try a couple more. So again, I want you to notice this concrete wall that's living right here. Plus. We can't do anything until we get rid of the order of operations. What's happening? We have to get rid of this multiplication and this multiplication. So how do we do that? We want to bring down the -7. We want to bring down the plus, and 9 times -2 is -18. I'm going to leave it in the parentheses as a placeholder. Plus 5 times -1 is -5. Looks like we're adding all negatives here. So I'm going to have 7 plus a negative 18. 7 and 8 is 15. Carry the 1, that is a negative 25. Plus a negative 5. So my answer here is going to be negative 30. How'd you do? Okay, this is a problem that was similar to one on your unit test. That was quite a challenge. I want you to think about these concrete walls. Here's one and here's one. We can't go past them until we have eliminated our multiplication and all of our parentheses. We know that we want to start inside those parentheses, right? We want to start inside here first so that we can eliminate them. Well, what's happening inside those parentheses? Inside those parentheses, we have this. We have multiplication. That's what that dot means. So we're going to need to do that first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write down the rest of my problem. Oh, I don't want to use that color. Let me go back. Let me go back to the blue because that's what we've been using. 3 plus 4 and then parentheses. I'm also going to do that because I see I have my 2 huge concrete walls. Now I'm going to do this math. 4 times 2 is 8. Okay, I'm still not done because I still have a concrete wall right there. I cannot add the 3 plus the 4 because I have to do this stuff first. Okay, so first order of operations. So I'm going to do 3 minus 8. 3 minus 8 is negative 5. Bring down those parentheses, the 4, the plus 3. I still can't do anything. I still have this wall because I still have this. This is multiplication. So again, I'm going to keep going. 4 times negative 5 is negative 20 plus 3. Okay, now I can do negative 20 plus 3, which is going to give me negative 17. That's 7. That one does not look like a 1. Let's rewrite it. Negative 17. And there you go. I hope that helps. Good luck.